Do you want to try those mics?
I got nowhere to plug them into.
We play to the camera.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
Is there a mic?
Yeah.
I'll go get it.
Yeah.
Check.
Well, I mean, it's a cloudy, rainy day. And that changes at least where we are. We're under well, not right under it, but look at the toughest road Saturday. It's coming from our back. And on that Western Jam, it's all this stuff.
Oh, no, I'll get it.
Following you. I can write this down.
Okay, let's. What we're going to have to do is just turn down the output on that. See, now I need the XLR. Okay, well, don't worry about that because it's just stereo feed. Yeah.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah, but it's got to be the mic end on that.
Oh, okay. No.
Okay.
No, this is the part.
Is it a moot point though? Okay.
I just thought you might want to hear what you're saying.
I would, yeah.
This helps clarify.
Well, you're going to be right there. You can tell me. Now, do you have room?
I'm good. I just need to.
Don't want to tough me.
Got one. You got one.
You don't have one, don't worry about it.
And last Saturday I was here. Carrie was short. Carrie was just off. And it looked to me like you have your dates and it's like, think about it. It's not going to happen.
It's not an idea.
I was up in Cambridge this morning with friends. So I went up and watched it. When I came back to St. George and I stopped at City College, he figures in July. Yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. Right. He's got a big Welsh flag on it. People are obviously going to think it's St. George Dragon, right? But he says they can think what they want. Anyway, he's got his liquor application up on the front window. But they when he has anything to say about it. He said they figured they could get more business.
Check 1, 2, 3.
And some people are going to go there because he's not going to have anywhere near that lovely garden they have on the back.
Check 1, 2, 3.
So up down the road, you get.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very special meeting to you was the 50th birthday of June. We'd like to welcome you to Sherwood Forest Park, located in Southern Ontario's lovely Burlington, Ontario. Your feature match of the evening is brought to you by Rugby Canada, in association with the Canadian Rugby Championship, Rugby Ontario, and the New Zealand Rugby Union. and sponsored by Jacksonville Sisters, Burlington Nissan, Burlington Toyota, and the Burlington Centaurs Rugby Football Club.
Good afternoon and welcome to Sherwood Forest Park in Burlington, Ontario. I'm Doug Cross for your Canadian Rugby Championship action. Furthers Ontario hosts the Newfoundland Rock here this afternoon in the opening game of the 2016 season. When he's got his great sultry temperatures here in southern Ontario, keeping around 29 Celsius. All kinds of humidity, not exactly what the guys might be used to, but they've had a couple of days to acclimatize, and they will get along just fine, no doubt. It's really what's happening at the 1 hour mark and how the benches react that will really tell the tale in this game. Always a great rivalry between these two teams. So the Ontario Blues, in a modified format, not winning the championship last year for the first time in 4 years. And they'll look to get right back into their winning ways. Obviously, kind of a tough way to go last year because of the World Cup year. It was a one-weekend tournament, and you lose one and you're done. But Ontario won, got to the championship, lost to the Wolfpack in Alberta. Taking a look at our lineups now. For Ontario, loosehead prop Brendan Blakey. He's a loosehead prop. Hookers Brandon Black from the Markham Irish, and it's Rob Brower from Lindsay at tight head prop. In the second row, Hank McQueen. He's the captain of the team from Balmy Beach. Dylan Goose from London St. George's. Your blindside flanker, Mike Shepard from the Brampton Beavers. Peter Milazzo of the Toronto Saracens, the open side. And number 8 is Andrew Wilson of the Crusaders. Scrum half, Josh Campbell from London. Fly half, Mitch Richardson out of Stony Creek. Rich Label on one wing, Waterloo County. And Brandon McLeod from the Redcoats. Seeing some representation there in the centers. Dan West from the Crusaders. John Sheridan from the Markham Irish. The fullback is Matt Alexander out of Oshawa. So starting to see some of the teams that haven't had players in the side previously. Looking at the reserve bench, Chris Gladney from the Oshawa Vikings. Armin Gerdick, London St. George's. Dylan Parsons also from the Vikings. Jeremy Wright from Lindsay. Marcella Wainwright from the Saracens. Chad Strapp from Stony Creek. Nathan Lyon and Mark Denton. There's so many. Look at the Atlantic Rock now. Loosehead prop is Frank Walsh, a real storied veteran. Played some Canada rugby back in 2007. Owen Harfrey, the captain, also a Canada player. Tight head props Rob Jordan Power, Connor Keys in the second row with Brad Lister. Tony Woodzicki from Montreal, blindside flanker Matt Murphy. The open side, number 8 is Mike Sampson. Weston Hill is the scrum half. Fly half is Adrian Mullen. In the centers, Emil Sayek and Owen Alexander.
Yeah, right.
Brett Johnson on one wing, Patrick Nicholas on the other. Rob Law is the fullback. On the bench, Marshall Langan, Alex Forrest, Keelan Chapman, Chris Brown, Jack Thorburn, Tony Pomeroy, Bryce Thomas, and James Mitchell.
Like it's not big sport, but lost the things that they had. They lost by 5 points in the square. Barbs, they lost at home to the Scottish. Off weekend, I was in the bottom last night. They had the game in hand. They made 26. He said every second play was a mistake.
Yes, like we're excited. Yes. Yeah. Let's say outside.
Because you're supposed to be looking after your grandkids.
You're not in control of the music on the other end, are you?
Just a couple years. Yeah. I didn't feel it. Yeah. Just a couple years and I'm good. Good. Yeah.
I don't like the sounds going through
Yeah.
on the to the computer, so I'm gonna get you to take your earbud out of that. And, stick that on. See.
Where's the announcer? Where's the announcer?
Your sound's not on, dude.
What's up? What's your program? No. Try again. Right here. You're up.
Scrum half number 9, Weston Hill.
Your sound's not on, dude.
I know he's trying.
Do the national anthem. National anthem. We're on the same group. Just do the national anthem.
Let's do the anthem.
This is because you can't beat this. Pull that up. It's not working. We'll just have to pick it up off of. As we're getting ready to get underway here at Sherwood Forest Park, we have the national anthems. Just a national anthem. It used to be Newfoundland and it's mine.
With glowing hearts we seek behind the truth of strong and free. From dry and wide Canada, we stand on guard for thee. You are the glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
British Columbia Sherry Tundle operating things in the middle as a referee, and two are assistant referees, Mr. Mazzotta, Gail Hall, and Amy Murray. Okay. Getting ready to get underway just after 5 o'clock Eastern time here in Ontario, and temperature around 29 Celsius. And it's going to be a hot, steamy one here between the Rock, we're playing left to right on your field, and the Ontario Blues. Aiden McMullen will get us underway from the fly half spot. He's just checking out the bounciness of the turf. There hasn't been a lot of rain in southern Ontario in the last week or two, so it's going to be a hard, fast track today as his left foot gets us underway. Cleanly taken by Ontario. Clean down the line. No real first up tackles yet. Now the Rock getting in there with some interest. And a whistle forward pass. It's going to be a scrum for the Rock. So they're starting off in a great position just outside the 22 of the Blues here. Not just for playing the job.
Barry, you probably had
Scrum, clean in now. That's what they're looking for. Blues putting the Rock under some pressure, and the flanker Matt Murphy gets around the edge for the Rock, but the ball's turned over Blues side. Loose pass being gathered in by Rich Liebel of Waterloo County. We'll take the scrum from the knock-on, going back to midfield at the 22-meter line. So read an interesting article about Pat Murphy, senior, getting back into the coaching ranks, working with Simon Blanks again. He had sort of gone a more managerial route in the last couple of years, but really misses his time with the boys on the field. And certainly a colorful character and a member of the IRB Council, so someone with some sway at the international level. As the ball goes in by Josh Campbell, that scrum's going backwards. Pressure time for the Blues now. And a long blast of the whistle. It's going to be a penalty in front of the posts for not releasing the ball. And will the Rock this early in the game take a shot at posts? Absolutely. That's a gift from heaven to get 3 points right in front of the posts.
Andre.
It'll be the left foot of McMullen. Oh, no, 14 is taking the kick here. So it's like Patrick McNicholas.
Yeah, he was on about.
Happens a lot now. Your kicker used to be one guy, but now you got your kickoff specialist, and you've got your long bomb kicker, and then your in-close accurate kicker. So Nick McNicholas might be both of those in this particular situation, and he doesn't do the restarts very well.
A lot of noise in the water.
And a short stroke from his leg gets his team up front, 3-0. So the Blues paying the price for not releasing at the breakdown.
Penalty good by Patrick McNicholas.
The Blues will restart it now. And it's Richardson for Ontario. Nice high floating restart. Drops into the arms of number 8, Mike Hampson of the Rock. That's Woodzicki into contact. Going back the other way now, Patrick Parfrey. Sorry, he's not. Yeah, Owen Parfrey was in there. So he's picked up there. Blues recovering that ball at the breakdown. The Rock really good at disrupting, though, trying to get that ball back. And now a penalty coming. And it's going to be a penalty against the Rock. They know it. They're back 10 right away. And the Blues will be looking to launch this one down the field. They've had almost no incursion into the Rock half so far in this game. Richardson with a strong kick to touch. Buys him about another 25-30 meters, and they'll have the lineup. So first lineup of the game. minutes gone. The Rock in the lead, 3-0. Oh, and that ball goes Rock side. Bit of volleyball up there, but now Blues players got to do it, but not before creating a knock-on situation in the lineup. So it'll be a scrum in 15. The Rock happy to have that, as they're already putting this Blues scrum under a bit of pressure in the early going. Video analyst for Ontario probably not agreeing with that last statement. Good news is he's not even listening to us. Speaking of impunity.
Yeah, you fat boy, you know. Stop.
Problems at the scrum. Quick tap now by the Rock. Immediately tackled is the scrum half, Weston Hill. Big number 4, Connor Keys going into the line. Hill now going back left, looking up with his fly half, McMullen. Past the gain line now. The Rock making good use of their possession. Now all kinds of field to play with, crashing through the line, trying to make the Rock dominant at that line break area. McMullen now, left-footed kick rather. In behind, some cover there, but outside the 22, so Blues will play it, and now knocked on ball. Advantage being played, nothing coming from it, so they'll take the scrum. So the Rock really playing to formula right now. Pressurize that Blues team, force the mistakes. There's a good chance there for the Blues if that pass connects. They might have had something going on down the left wing there. Instead, they're dealing with another scrum, which is not their comfort zone right now.
I wanted to feel. You're assuming you can read.
A lot of movement in that scrum. Hill gets it in. Picked up, flip back to the open side flanker, Matt Murphy. And now it's a knock on from the Rock. Another scrum here, but this time the Blues didn't put it. Across with you here from sunny Burlington Rugby Club. Sherwood Forge Park. Here with you this afternoon. BC Bears losing a tough one to touring England County side last night, 41-0 at Wahani Park. They'll be coming their way east in the next week or two. Play Ontario. And that scrum getting scrappy now. The Rock players looking like they're mugging that Blues player, getting his car keys and wallet. They get the ball out though, not before a bit of pressure. That's a good clearance kick down the field in behind the 22. And that brought all kinds of pressure relief as Brett Johnson now gives it a knock down the pitch himself. And net result still good for the Blues. They'll have the lineup inside the Rock half. And great kick. Good pressure relieving kick there by Ontario when Rock players were pouring through.
Nick is always saying he's playing like a drinking cup. Now, I was always a believer in
Ball
you.
picked off in the line. Maybe a suggestion of a knock-on in the line, the advantage of the Blues, but that was picked up by the assistant referee, as a matter of fact, working well as a team on that far sideline, and so it will be the Rock getting possession back.
Yeah, but you don't
The
say
ball
it.
was touched by one Blues player in the lineup, probably Jason Queen, much more than the
Well, now Nick knows. So that's why David's fucking in there.
Where's that big hole your top?
Coming from the back of the lineout, it's number 8, Andrew Wilson. That's Mike Hampson again. McMullen. Not a touch-finding kicker, is it? Oh, just goes into touch. Great left-footed effort from McMullen. He's out on the full, however, so they're going to bring it back. inside the Rock half.
All right.
Come on, get it together, guys.
One person that'll probably be watching this game with great interest, new Canadian team coach Mike Anscombe, who's come from New Zealand and still getting a sense of the lay of the land here as he's got his team in camp in Vancouver. We'll be keeping an eye on this one. I know all the guys out at the Canada camp, they're doing well as they get ready for Japan in Vancouver. You can get your tickets at events.rugbycanada.ca. Game being played at BC Place. As the restart didn't satisfy anyone's needs, we're going to have the Rock throwing in now from the scrum. The GO train going by in the background there. And foot up, or no, feed is the call. Feed into the scrum. Indirect penalty. Still count. Full penalty. That's what we call it. Blues are happy to take the scrum and have the put in now. That position. Let's keep those Rock players all tied up in the scrum versus having them standing around being a defensive menace. They can be. Settling in there. Rock putting him under pressure still. Clean hands down the line to Mitch Richardson. Now the fullback and groans from the crowd. Matt Alexander's put that ball to deck, and now all kinds of pressure from the Rock kicking it down the field. Ultimately, no advantage to the Rock, and they'll bring it back for the scrum. But extra player into the line, real chance there, and that's a couple of miscues from the Ontario backline in the early going of this game. Rock leading 3-0, but Ontario leading in the unforced errors category by about 3-0. Blues right. Both teams taking a moment to get organized for this scrum. Rock put in. Now we're going to reset. There's Trumbull. Trouble with Trumbull. Not happy with the way these two front rows are settling in. Weston Hill to get it in for the Rock. He's continually unhappy with the platform, and that is not a fun place to hang out the front row between these two teams with a hot day like today. Frank Walsh, produce manager for a grocery store in Newfoundland. Not sure he's still doing that, but that was the last time I heard that's what he's doing. He must be dreaming of the freezer at the store today. It's hot being in the front row there.
Hey guys, you want a burger?
Ball coming out finally cleanly, going down the line, hooking up was Mike Hansen from the Rock. Oh, and now as Weston Hill tried to get that out, he was hit. Maybe advantage was being played, but it's not. Hank McQueen making the tackle for Ontario. Rock holding on to the ball very nicely. McMullen now, left-footed kick. He gets in behind the wing on that side, Rich Liebel. Sorry, that's Brandon McLeod. McLeod offers up a kick of his own. That'll be fielded cleanly. No look pass. Nearly set up Patrick McNicholas for a hiding there. Ball stays Rock side. And charging into the line. done by Wojcicki. Blues working hard, and that ball is coming out like a stubborn potato, but now it comes out rock side. Long blast of the whistle, hands in the ruck. There's Trumbull and Bridget. Well, yeah, Mitch Richardson will give this a ride down the park. He's a lefty as well. Oh, and a bit of an awkward ball. That's not, ultimately it goes up, much to his relief, but that was a bit of a knuckleball he put down the pitch. Unfortunately, our position not great here with tents and everything in the place, blocking some of the view, but we'll just have to live with our life there and let you know what's happening. As the hooker, Brandon Black of the Market Irish throws in, a quick 2 to the whistle. I don't think Trumbull was ready for the lineup. They'll reset that. Rock leading 3-0 from a 3rd minute penalty from the Blues posts. High lofting ball comes down Ontario's side. Not straight at it. So Rock will take the scrum in 15. Much more stable platform scrum versus 50-50 aspect of the lineup. Rock will be positioning McMullen, Aiden McMullen, to give this one a ride down the park. He's putting a strong push on there. Quick pass out, but now it's a penalty. Not staying bound is the call against flanker. Yes, it was Murphy. I'm getting Malazzo. Not staying bound at scrum time. Left early and put the Rock under some pressure as a result. Penalty called. Mullen can now kick this under more relaxed conditions. He's a superb left-footed kicker. You don't see that too much. I mean, a lot of fly halves can kick with both feet, but that's his dominant foot. He's done well. Finding touch there. This near touch left. Decent little crowd here this afternoon. You're ready to kill your Saturday afternoon with a few cold ones and some burgers. The Rock taking that cleanly through Wojcicki. Nice link up with Emil Sayek. Ball's gone to ground. Rock pouring through there in numbers. He's secured possession. Weston Hill, and now a bit of a maybe pointless kick if you're being honest. And now we're going to have penalty coming back, and we may have a card here. At least a discussion. Someone was tackled in the air, I think. After the ball was kicked, perhaps there was some interference. That was, I'd say, so it's McMullen again.
There are munchies out on the table for those that want.
His left wing.
We all won.
High lofting kick. Flag goes up crisply.
Yes, then you stand out of the way.
How was it with that? That's why you had to leave.
Hi to all the folks watching out in St. John. I'm sure they're at the Swiler's Clubhouse with it on the big screen, one of the most superb clubhouses in the country. Rate that one, Klahani Park in Vancouver, and perhaps Calgary Rugby Park. Big hit being put in there now. And it's not two-hand touch, folks. Someone felt that tackle. Not coming out cleanly now. Just feeding it off to the second row. Connor Keys. Now going back left. Weston Hill, the scrum half. Giving good service to his back line this afternoon. And the penalties piling up on the Blues now. Penalty count's got to be 8 or 9 to 1 at this point against the Blues. 5 to 3, 4 to 3. Doesn't feel like it.
Well, after the state.
You guys paid VIP to get cabins against like cheeseburgers? Are you crazy?
McMullen, he doing a tap in kind of
Bring
guy.
out his pants
He
on.
just wants to move it down the park a little bit.
And we don't want to see
They're
it.
in behind the 22 now with the line out. And let's see if they can keep their aerial antics going. It's being pretty solid at the throw-in. Owen Parfrey, former Canada player. It's going to the back of the lineup. Eventually brought down, but the jumper turned around the wrong way to say hi to his defensive foes. Al Steen, block side, managed to get that ball back cleanly. Delayed pass to the inside center. And you'll see it. Hill now checking his options. He goes left. Lots of bodies on that left side for the Rock, but plenty of Blues defensive players waiting for them. I think what they're trying to do is just stretch that field out by going left first and then open up some space to the right. Hill, just before he was tackled, he offloads to the open side flanker Murphy. And Sayek now, he's gone to ground and lost his footing a bit. He's gotten back up and made another meter or two. About the ninth phase of possession here for the Rock. They're playing some mistake-free rugby here, but the Blues equal to the task, making the tackles. So each touch of the ball, the Rock going into the line, but they're not losing possession. But the Blues certainly making the tackles. And look at that aggressive rucking. That ball's been picked up as if it was stolen by the Blues. Possibly has. The ball is for him now, and it looks like. Should be blowing this up pretty soon. Is that ball on the ground? Oh, it stayed on the Rock side. So masterful forwards work as Frank Walsh gets his hands on it. Now he's lost it. The KG veteran. Drop the ball. Oh! And a big hazard daddy there from Ontario. Oh, and that was really a pick 5. Here's a chance for Ontario looking for support now. It's the wing Brandon McLeod, both Redcoats. Campbell. Next to his fly half Richardson. Stony Creek Campbell player. Oh, that was right at the shoelaces of Matt Alexander, but he held on to it. First real possession in a few minutes for Ontario here. Brower. Brendan Blakey of the Irish. Pick and go. Quick ball here by Campbell. But they're just going laterally. They're really having trouble finding the gain line against this Rock defense. And now, huge tackle being put in by the flanker Murphy from Newfoundland. It's going to be a scrum to the Blues. 25 minutes gone in this game, only 3 points in it so far. 'Taking the prescribed water break. Not a bad call up here either. Very warm temperatures here this afternoon. Actually quite pleasant to watch a rugby game, but certainly to play a rugby game is certainly a different proposition.
Well, it's just, we had right here. There was probably 10 people that were either on Jamaica or members of the extra. There was nobody here. Yeah, they were here. Right? And then it was later in the 70s.
Scrum dive. Blues keeping nice possession here. Delayed pass nearly forward.
yes!
Argument could be made as that's Dan West of the Crusaders. He's eventually brought to ground. That's a spilled ball. I think the Rock are going to gather that up. Comes back Blues side. No indication about any miscues there. Play on. Oh, and showing but not going is Mitch Richardson of Stony Creek. That's Blakey going into the line. Get down that right wing. Plenty of people stuffing up the corridor from the east.
Both props are there. So Rager's going to prop.
This Blues team settling in a bit now. They were making a few basic mistakes, but they're holding on to this ball now. Delayed pass. Oh, and just as I say that, that could be a try from McNicholas from the miscue off of fullback Matt Alexander. And it will be McNicholas taking it all the way, a pick 5 this afternoon as the loose pass. Well, it wasn't even a loose pass, it was just fullback Matt Alexander, the Oshawa Viking. He couldn't find the handle on it, and McNicholas just stepped right in it. And there, you know, with the fullback coming in the line, there was no one left minding the store. So McNicholas legged it some 60 meters for the first try of the afternoon. So it's quite a turnaround as the Blues look to be on the front foot there, having the extra attacker in the line from the fullback. Instead now, they're standing at the line awaiting the conversion kick here, and that is an interesting turn of events. 8-0 with the conversion to come.
He likes it.
The Blues really look to be organizing a great attack there around midfield. And the call was made to get Alexander into the line. And I think he maybe had a little bit of white line fever, because if he had gathered that pass in, he certainly would have taken another 20 or 30 and possible offload to a supporting trailing winger, and maybe the try is on. But the problem with that equation is you need the ball first. Now, right-footed kick from the try scorer, McNicholas. He puts it over to make it 10-0. And the hometown Blues in a bit of bother in the first half here. I'm going to have to check on the website at halftime the last time that the Rock beat the Blues. But interesting to see when that was.
Beats Matt again.
So Ontario will get this restarted. Richardson. High drop kick taken by the hooker, Owen Parfley. He's brought to ground immediately. Attack being organized here by the Atlantic Rock. Very patient team. If it doesn't work, they just keep trying and trying again. That's a right-footed kick being gathered in by the number 8, Andrew Wilson of the Oakville Crusaders. He's just up the QEW from here. And Wilson with the ball back again. Remember him starting in 2008 with Canada, and then kind of went off the boil. Had some pro rugby contracts in Foyt in Scotland, among other places. And now the Rock gathering that partially charged down kick. All kinds of Rock forwards over there to secure possession, and all kinds of space opening up for the Easterners. Great possession by the Rock now. Delayed pass, wasn't forward, no indication there. It was flat at best. And the commitment from the Rock forward's impressive. And the early going here, McMullen distributing it down the line. Blues making the tackles. There's no big gaping holes yet, but when you get to 6th, 7th, 8th phase, the fatigue starts setting in. That's where the mistakes happen. I think that's what Zicki now, Montreal native. No look pass to McMullen now. he spins out of a couple of tackles. Hill.
Yeah.
Tight defensive structure being offered by the Blues here, to say the least. Oh, and now great first step. Sees a partial break through the line for McMullen. And now a bounce pass finds in the arms, and now chip and chase by Newfoundland here. Atlantic Rocks. Pressure time for the Blues. They do not want to drop this ball now. They want to throw the scrum to the Rock here. So they don't want to get possession of that ball and then pelt it down the field. Spin kick into the arms of McMullen. It goes to ground, but it wasn't knocked on. And now spreading it out the park there to Mike Hampson. Is that Hampson kicking? That's why they don't let the number 8s kick. And now almost creating an offside situation is McNicholas, the try scorer for the Rock a few minutes ago. That ball coming out cleanly. The fullback, Rob Law, playing scrum half. Off the foot, saving the knock on, but giving possession away now to Mitch Richardson. Stepping, slide stepping, and doing all kinds of moves. Made about 3 or 4 side steps in 5 meters there. Brandon Black into the line. Tight pass from the scrum half, Josh Campbell. All down the line now. Here's a chance for Dan West of the Crusaders. He's still alive, and he's going to score. Dan West. Oh, and he just about paid a price for not checking his mirrors there. And actually, it was outside center John Sheridan who came away with a pass from West, and he finished off the scoring. And he had turned his body position and didn't see a Rock player coming, and he wasn't fully onside to get crushed by that Rock player. He got the ball to the ground quick enough to secure the try. So first points this afternoon for the Blues.
7, 10.
Yeah.
Makes the score 10-5. It's somewhat an important conversion, setting nicely up in front of the post though. Sheridan will get thanked by 13. He's kicking his own conversion here. He can thank himself.
The conversion is good, making the score 10-7.
So just 3 points in this one. Rock leading 10-7. Cruising towards halftime here, about 3 or 4 minutes away. Mullen will restart this for the Rock. One up there for an age before they're gathered in by Ontario. Now, look at this. That's the scrum half. Weston Hill showing his open field running abilities. Hard tackle put in. He went down like a ton of bricks. Rock just laying in the tackles here. And now a penalty coming. Quick tap.
There's nobody with him.
They're very slow. They're very slow.
Campbell doing great work there. For the Blues, another penalty. And now there's going to be a possible card handed out here. I think 2 infringements in a row. Trumbull not happy with the Rock at the breakdown. Someone's being called over. Carthy's the captain. He's hearing the world according to Sherry. For now, it's going to be a quick discussion. Card will stay in your pocket. And that's fair. And the Blues now showing some go forward here in the last 10 minutes after having a shaky start. Great kick down the right wing on that lineup for the Blues, maybe 5-6 meters from the line. Yeah, Brandon Black with the throw in. We go to McQueen, the Balmy Beach player. He's a stalwart. Like he'll be getting a look at Canada soon. Quick pick. Rock driving the Blues back. That was Campbell. Quick pass. We're trailing forward. And now the hooker, Black, is immediately blasted as he touches the ball. Hey, I think the Blues have been doing their passing drills in the phone booth, very crisp and tight quarters. Nothing to offer in fall and Milwaukee. They are tight defensively. And you got to think the Blues will be looking to swing it wide and one or two more phases. Just 3 meters out, though. At the line now. The Blues spinning, twisting. That could be a try. Just shy of the line. Oh, and a bit of a miscue midfield. Dan West, it was a hot pass coming from Mitch Richardson, and ultimately it went into touch. So it'll be a lineup for the Rock.
Hard to see here, boys. Hard to see.
Whoa. So the Rock got out of jail there a little bit on that one. Fortunately, I'm not high enough to get over this tent view-wise. Parfrey will have to throw it. Oh, and that's going to drop Blues side. Advantage being played. Was that a knock-on in the line or a not straight? Get the knot straight? No, that's knock-on in the line. Okay. It's a great opportunity here for the Blues. The left wing is beckoning. Are we going to see a number 8 pickup from Wilson, who is quite speedy with the ball in hand? And if he brings Brandon McLeod with him, they could really overload that left wing. And certainly McLeod is inching his way over to that touch line to allow for maximum space. So what is the call here as they turn the scrum? And indeed it is Wilson, but he's going right, ignoring that left wing there for the time being. And now they're piling up the players to the left. Ball goes to ground, but it went back off of, looked like McQueen.
I know.
Oh, and that was nearly forward from Mike Shepard, Brampton Beaver prospect. Delayed pass by the fly half Richardson. And Blues kind of losing a step or two with each possession now. For a good sign. Rock have taken that, and they're happy to just kick this down the park. That's going to stay in play. Gathered in at midfield, but not before a whistle from Trumbull. Advantage from the knock-on. Zada.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Check, check, check. Picture for this one there. One. Who's going? You're fine.
Wow, that's